everybody? Welcome back to another video. I got the Denali here. So this Denali here is like the description and the title. It's an '07. It's got the 6.2 liter in it. So what I found working on these and also researching the videos like everybody else does, these come with multiple different types of engines. So you have basically like a 4 liter all the way up to the 6 liter. So what I found is they do take a couple of different sensors. So I'm not going to post a video on how to replace the sensor. There's enough of them in there. It's very quite simple. You take the front tire off on the passenger side. You take the 2 bolts from the starter down. You slide the starter over. There's one 10 millimeter bolt 10 millimeter socket that you put on here. You take it out, you pop the fitting off here, the connector, you pull this out, you take the new one, you put it in, and you put the connector back on. So what I'm basically posting a video on is what happens when the connector goes bad. And also, which one of these sensors are you supposed to put in? Because there's a couple of them. So starting with the sensor, if you go to AutoZone, I highly recommend getting an OEM one. Go back to Chevy or AutoZone and just tell them, I really want you just to order the OEM AC Delco one. If you don't have the time, you can get theirs. Theirs is basically for the 6.2 liter like this one, it's the SU9538. That is the number that you want to get, because if they get you the wrong one, the person that is working in AutoZone, what's going to happen is it's going to look exactly the same, no difference. What you will find is the connector won't go in. Why? Because inside this plug here, there's a little tab. The tab is on, if you're looking at it like this, the tab is on the left side. Now, if you get the wrong one, like this one, the tab is on the right side. And that's how you can kind of tell. So what you want to do is just to make sure when they give you the part at AutoZone, or if you go to the dealer or whatever, just to double check, because a lot of these are so close that they can give you, in fact, the wrong one. You want to make sure that that tab is on the left side when you're looking at the plug end. You're looking at it, it's on the left side. If he gives you one and it's on the right side, then it's the wrong crank sensor. So you want to just tell him, hey, listen, you gave me the wrong one. This little tab has got to be on the left side, not the right side. So that leaves out the sensor. Throw it in, button it up, you're good to go. Now, if you have a problem and you put your sensor in and now it still doesn't work, and you test your wires and you're looking at them and you have corrosion or you have a cut in the wire or something's going on with the plug, now what you're going to do is you're going to get your new plug and you're going to connect it up. So what I didn't find all over the place, or I couldn't find at all, so I went to All Data just to verify, because when you cut off the 3 wires off that connector, what's going to happen is you want to do them one by one, but let's just happen, you mess up, you cut them off, and you're like, oh man, what the hell do I do now? Because there's no way of telling what wire does what, right? So basically, what they have is they have your ground, which is dead center. You have your positive coming in. This is a 5-volt system, okay? This is a 5-volt circuit, not a 12. So you have 5-volt coming in, and then you have your signal wire that goes back to the ECM that doesn't have any voltage. So if you check 2 wires, they're not going to have any voltage. One's a ground, one's the signal wire that goes back to the ECM. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the correct wires and where they go from All Data so that you know, just in case you do cut this off and you say, oh my God, where does it go? You know, basically from old data, okay, this is where the purple goes, this is where the gray wire goes, this is where the white wire goes, because you really don't want to mix them up, okay? Okay, everybody. So I'm in all data right here, and this is the main part about this. This is your plug. And right here you could see that's where that little tab is that I was talking about. But don't forget, this is the plug side. That's not the sensor side. But when you do get this plug from AutoZone, Pep Boys, Amazon, wherever you're getting it from, before you take it out of the bag, if you're looking at this plug that you're going to redo on the truck, replace, make sure it's now on the right side when you're looking at the plug with that quick connector, you know, the little lock, when that's up and that little tab is on the right side now. So you have A, which is the one pin on the left. And as you can see down here, the A is white with the black stripe. That's the crankshaft position sensor signal. So when you rewire this, make sure you're looking at it like this. If you mess up the wiring or you just want to double check it, say you buy one of these trucks, you're having trouble, and it's been replaced before and you're having an issue, you want to double check these to make sure that that person connected them correctly. So A will be the white with the black stripe that goes to A, and that's the crankshaft positioning sensor signal wire, okay? So moving on to B. B's an easy one, obviously. That's your low reference. That would be your gray with the black stripe right here, okay? So that goes in the center. That's your gray with the black down in the center. And then the letter C over here, that's your purple wire that goes there. That's your constant, your 5-volt reference. That's the constant right there. So I couldn't find this anywhere, so I figured I would post this video because a couple of people I seen, they buy these trucks, or let's say someone fixes it for them and now they having either the same issue or something's going on. They find that this plug was replaced. Now you could just double check. Make sure that A is your white and black, B is your gray and black. That gray meaning gray wire, black stripe. And then C is your purple wire. And make sure that your purple does have, in fact, your 5-volt reference. And your ground is the center. And then you're not going to have anything on A. Okay? So I hope this video helps everybody. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe.